It's the most daring competition ever attempted.
You know The Amazing Race? Basically, a team goes on a race, and it's amazing. Have you ever thought, well, what if they also wrestled? What?
What?
Just me? Well, DDT had the same thought and they executed it into a full movie called The Pro Wrestling Cannonball Run, the movie 2014, that came out in 2015. See, I firmly believe wrestling needs different presentations and direction in general. It's all the same 3-camera setup. You have a hard cam over here, blah blah, I get it. But DDT has always been the brand to experiment and bend the concept of pro wrestling to its limit. The Cannonball Run is an unsanctioned speed contest originating in the United States in the 70s from New York to LA. There was even a Burt Reynolds movie along with Roger Moore, Dean Martin, Dom DeLuise, and Jackie freaking Chan. It even has a letterbox. Thus, in my opinion, the Pro Wrestling Cannonball Run, the movie 2014, is one of the best pro wrestling movies ever made. The plot of the movie is very simple. DDT broke up their wrestlers into several teams, and they had to race to each location while scoring points through wrestling random street matches like it's a live-action RPG. The teams were Team DDT Special, Don Choco Dino, Harashima, and Kota Ibushi. Team, and this is the full name, Team Man is Bad Personality in the World and Crazy Big President, Minoru Suzuki, Jun Kasai, Masato Sakai, and Shanshiro Takagi. Team Shuten Doji's Masa Takanashi, Kudo, who they picked up from his job, Yukio Sakaguchi, and Saki Akai. And finally, Team Ganbari's Ken Oka and Yumehito Imanari. The teams drive from location to location and fight like Kota Ibushi in the park. It's awesome! Granted, I don't speak Japanese. I understood nothing. It felt like I was high the entire time, but if you keep the plot simple and the actors are good enough, I'll understand any Japanese film without subtitles. It was filmed like a documentary, but it's wrestling, so it's scripted, but the editing and the music was pretty inspired as well. Plus, there's just some genuine, precious pieces of history in this with all the cameos. Kota Ibushi and the gang visit Captain New Japan and attempt to cross over, but they gotta be careful, or else TV Asahi will delete their existence. You got Saki Akai and Masa Takanashi wrestling in Ichigaya against Emi Sakura. And even a young Riho, who Masa loses to. Minoru Suzuki and Jun Kasai wrestle in Rashi Ogawa's freaking apartment against Mayu Iwatani and Koguma, goddammit. A sentence I never thought I'd say it loud. Minoru Suzuki fights the Up Girls, not TJPW's Up Girls, but the mainline Up Girls, and Suzuki kills her. Then he visits Sendai and Meiko Satomura, where he trains with the Joshi, then fights Dash Chisako. They wrestle anywhere, against anyone. They wrestle in parks, beaches at night, they slide, they fight the cameraman, in bars, in apartments against the chaotic duo of the Brahmin brothers, and then the mother gets angry at them. Here, they are in a dentist's office. Kota and the gang wrestle actual gigs where Kota Ibushi wrestles a Ninja Turtle. They also threw in a musical montage. In between all this insanity, you get their reactions from watching their own segments, but you also get an emotional through line as Team Ganbare are in conflict with each other. Ken Oka is having some sort of issue with Imanari, and they get naked and slap each other. Look, I don't know the context, I just know that Oka keeps crying and has this passionate promo against him at this concert, and then they fight each other, so like, cool. It all leads to Ken Oka crying more than Saya Kamatani ever did as he sees his friends wrestling at the final show, the final destination of their journey as the dramatic dream team indeed. I don't understand, but it's an example that despite the absurd insanity of this movie and all the crazy wrestling, DDT, Dramatic Dream Team, is exactly that. Dramatic. Dramatic, absurd wrestling. You can have absurdity, but without an emotional core behind it, It's just nonsense. You can find the Pro Wrestling Cannonball Run, the movie 2014, on Wrestle Universe, and it's all worth it for the history alone. There's some truly incredible footage in this movie, some great shots, some great music, some great action even. DDT Pro Wrestling. I've slept on you for far too long. Because when it comes to innovative, novel ideas, DT is untouchable.